Sziasztok! Hi everyone, I'm Sándor. Welcome to another Hungarian lesson. Let's learn the ordinal numbers today. In other words, let's learn how to say first, second, third, and the rest. In order to do this, you have to know the Hungarian numbers. I've done a few videos about them, check them out if you haven't yet. Let's dive in. First of all, if you want to know what ordinal number is in Hungarian, it's sorszámnév. 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 Now, a very important thing to know is that the words first and second are vastly different than their cardinal number counterparts. So, one in Hungarian is egy, and two is kettő, kettő. But when they become an ordinal number, they're going to look like this. First is első, 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 and second is második, második, második. But please keep in mind that this rule only applies to first and second. So if you want to say 11th, 21st, 31st, and so on, you're going to use a different word. So első is only the very first in line, and második is only the second. Okay? From this point on, our job is going to be fairly easy. We take the numbers and we add suffixes to them. But some numbers are going to change their forms a little bit. The suffixes are as follows: adik, edik, and ödik. They're the Hungarian equivalent of the th suffix in English. So 3 in Hungarian is három, három. But third is harmadik, harmadik. It's not háromadik, but harmadik, harmadik. 4 in Hungarian is négy, négy. But in this case, the A sound changes to an E and it becomes negyedik, negyedik, negyedik. Fourth, 5 is öt, and fifth is ötödik, ötödik, ötödik. 6 is hat, and sixth is hatodik, hatodik, hatodik. 7 is hét, and once again the A changes to an E and it becomes hetedik, hetedik, hetedik. 8 is nyolc, and eighth is nyolcadik, nyolcadik, nyolcadik. 9 is kilenc, and ninth is kilencedik, kilencedik, kilencedik. 10 is tíz, but its long E changes to a short one and it becomes tizedik, tizedik, tizedik. From this point on, if you want to say 11th, 12th, 21st, 22nd, and so on, you cannot use neither első nor második for first and second. So 11 is tizenegy, and it becomes tizenegyedik, tizenegyedik, tizenegyedik. 11th. 12 is tizenkettő, and it becomes tizenkettedik, tizenkettedik, tizenkettedik. 12th. So from this point on, if you want to say 21st, 31st, 41st, and so on, it's always going to end in egyedik. And 22nd, 32nd, 42nd, and so on will always end in kettedik, kettedik. Honestly, from here on, your job is really easy if you know the Hungarian numbers. One last thing to know is that 20, which is húsz in Hungarian, also changes its long vowel to a short one, and it becomes huszadik, huszadik, huszadik. 20th. And as I said, 21st is huszonegyedik, huszonegyedik. 22nd is huszonkettedik, huszonkettedik. 23rd is huszonharmadik, huszonharmadik, huszonharmadik. If you learn the ordinal numbers from 1 to 9, you can always fill in the rest from this point on. But let's see the numbers up to 30 very quickly. Huszonnegyedik, huszonnegyedik. 24th, huszonötödik, huszonötödik. 25th, huszonhatodik, huszonhatodik. 26th, huszonhetedik, huszonhetedik. 27th, huszonnyolcadik, huszonnyolcadik. 28th, huszonkilencedik, 29. 29th. I'll only give you the round numbers from this point on because the numbers from 1 to 9 are always going to act the same way, so I think it's fairly easy. 30th is 30. 30. 40. 40th. 50. 50th. 50th. 60th. 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 70th. 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 80th. 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 90th. 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 100th. 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 Once again, if you're familiar with the Hungarian numbers, you can pretty much fill in the rest upwards. One last thing to note is the word for thousand, which is ezer, loses its last vowel and it becomes ezredik. 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 1000th. And million also changes. Million is millió in Hungarian and it becomes milliomodik. It sounds a bit weird, I know. Milliomodik. Milliomodik. Before I say goodbye, let's practice a little bit. I'm going to give you a few ordinal numbers, give you a few seconds to think, and then I'll give you the right answer. Here we go. 35th. 35. 35. 44th. 44. 44. 56th. 56. 56. 68th. 68. 68. 71st. 71. 71. 82nd. 82. 82. 99th. 99. 99. 201st. 201. 201. How many were you able to guess? Thank you all for studying with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you feel like supporting the channel even more, my PayPal information is in the description. See you in the next lesson. Sziasztok! A viszontlátásra!